Hello everyone. In the previous video we have studied about different type of forests and natural vegetation present there. What are the condition for different type of forest, that is uh, how much area is there, how much precipitation is required for different type of forest, what are vegetation present there, and different type of wetlands which have grouped in our country, that is wetland groups. So, let's continue with respect to this chapter natural vegetation in this video. So in India, the mangrove forest over 6,740 square kilometer, which is 7% of the world mangrove forest. So they are, as I already told you in the previous video, they are found mostly in the Sundarban deltas of, that is Ganga Brahmaputra rivers, which forms a world largest delta, that is Sundarban. So they are mostly found there, Sundarban delta of West Bengal, then Andaman Nicobar Island, then some parts of Mahanadi, Godavari and Krishna delta. So these forests are also uh, being encroached, and they also need conservation. So let's start your topic, forest cover in India. According to state records, the forest area covers 23.28% of total land area of the country. You must remember the facts for scoring good numbers in your exam in geography. So with conceptual knowledge also, you must have a factual knowledge also. So you must have to learn and remember these facts. These are very important. So it is important to know that forest area and actual forest area are totally different. So forest area is the area notified as the forest land, irrespective of existence of tree or actual forest cover, while the actual forest cover is actual number or actual figure or actual number given by states that actual forest are present in this area. So according to India State of Forest Report 2011, you must remember all the government reports and stats, and you have to mention also that according to this report of 2011. So because these reports keep on changing with respect to time, and the government and always we study these facts with respect to present time. So according to 2011 reports, the actual forest cover in India is only 21%, 21.05% of the forest cover, where the dense and open forest are 12.29 and 8.75 percent respectively. So actual forest cover in India is 21%. So both forest and forest cover area differ from state to state or from union territory to union territories. So Lakshadweep has 0% forest area, while Andaman Nicobar has almost 87% area. So most of the state with less than 10% of forest area lies in northern and northern west part of the country. These are Rajasthan, Gujarat, Punjab, Haryana, Delhi. Why these states have low forest area? Because they have cleared those forest area for cultivation, for agriculture. So state with 10 to 20% forest area are Tamil Nadu, West Bengal. 10 to 20 in lies. There are four different type of regions in India according to percentage cover of forest. So one is high concentration, that is larger than 40%. Then medium, that is 20 to 40%. Then region of low concentration, that is 10 to 20. Then region of very low concentration, that is less than 10%. So Tamil Nadu and West Bengal, as I told you, that they lie in the 10 to 20% lead, that is very low concentration area. Then that in peninsular India, Tamil Nadu, Dadra Nagar Haveli, Goa, the area under forest cover is 20 to 30% area. Uh, the northern states have more than 30% of land under forest, that is they lie in a medium or high concentration. So hilly areas and heavy rainfall are good example for the forest growth, or because these factors help in acquiring large number of forest cover hilly and heavy rainfall. So in Jammu and Kashmir, forest cover area is 9.56%, whereas in Andaman Nicobar it is almost 87%, as I already told you. So this table shows the different type of percentage cover of forest area, and with respect to that we have divided in four categories, that is high, medium concentration, low concentration, very low concentration. So low, we have given the example of Tamil Nadu and West Bengal. High, the mostly the northern eastern states, that is Tripura, Meghalaya, Manipur, and in very low, Punjab, Haryana, these plain northern plain sites, states include in this particular in this list. So next is forest conservation. So as you know that forests are very important for the human beings and for the life of a human being, for development of a person. So conservation forest is very important to survival and prosperity of humankind. So according to Government of India, they have proposed forest conservation policy and adopted this policy in 1952, that is just after our freedom, after 5 years, uh, which was further modified in 1988. So latest forest policy which we are having is in 1988. So according to this new forest policy, the government will emphasize that it focus on sustainable forest management in order to conserve and expand forest reserve on one hand, and to meet the needs of local people on the other. As you know that forests are very important source for different type of products for the local people. So on the one hand, government will conserve and expand forest cover, on the other hand government will help in some different policies making to local people or the tribal people which live nearby forest area. So the forest policy aimed at bringing 33% of geographical area under forest cover, which is presently around 21%. Next is maintaining environment stability and to restore forest where ecological balance was disturbed. So all those places where ecological development has been disturbed, government will try to initiate with different policies to restore forest of those area. Next is conserving the natural heritage of the country, its biological diversity and genetic pool. So what we are having heritage, that is large number of forests were present before colonization, that is before arriving of Britishers and all those European countries people. We have large number of forest area, so we have to conserve our heritage to make the balance of biological diversity. Next is check soil erosion, extension of desert lands and reduction of floods and droughts. So these are also some natural and artificial man-made factors which affect the forest cover area, that is soil erosion and the extension of desert land and the reduction of flood and droughts. Next is increasing the forest cover through social forestry and afforestation on degraded land. So where the land is left for unused, government will try to plant some tree and increase forest area over there. Social forestry we will study in next topic in detail. So next is increasing the productivity of forest to make timber, fuel, fodder and food available to rural population dependent on forest, and encourage the substitution of wood. So as the concept of the government, on one hand they will provide the local population to increase the number of forest, on the other hand they will also help them out in their basic needs which come from forest. So next is creating a massive people's movement involving women to encourage planting of trees, stop felling of trees and thus reduce pressure on the existing forest. So last is that government, what will government do? Government will encourage different peoples, especially the women, to increase or plant the trees and so they can reduce the pressure on existing forest. So in this figure, forest in life, we have, it has been given the in respect of tribal economy and tribal peoples, it has been given the comparison between life of tribal people and others. So out of total 593 districts that are in India, 188 have been identified as tribal districts. So these tribal districts cover 59.60, that is almost 60% of total forest cover area of country, whereas the geographical area of these country are only 33% of the total population. And as you know, these people mostly are dependent on forest, and they complete their basic necessity from the product of forests. So it has all been given in this topic, forest and life of tribal people and all. So next we will study in next video. Thanks children.